Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the Risoux Forest. And I'll bring that one back over here. Those small ones over there, I'll cut them with a chainsaw in a minute. And then there's a few to our left-hand side that I also want to cut. And we'll get those, and then we can go around and we can chop out the stumps. And then we've got a nice big area that we can cut down. We've got a nice big area that we can plow up and actually have as an extend our field out, which is kind of like been the whole point of this exercise today. Let's bring you over here a little bit. Actually, I don't think there's going to be much else that I'm going to want to do. Cut these two. Right. We've got a nice big area here that I've chopped. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I thought that would be absolutely brilliant. Now, one of the things with Ready Player One is that there is quite a lot of PvP instances available. And if you do PvP and your character gets killed in PvP, your character, not just in that game, gets killed. Your overall character gets killed, and you lose everything that you had accumulated in the entire virtual reality universe. Now, you're not going to be doing a lot of PvP in a farming game. You can do non-PvP things and just earn a little bit of money. But if you go into the PvP, the whole point of this film is basically saying that, like, if you go into the PvP stuff and you get really good on there, then you can earn some very large amounts of money, which is, you know, how some of these people really make a living. And I kind of like this idea. I think this is... It could be really cool. You know what? I'm going to cut down that tree right there. Use our Sith powers to take that one out. There. And now I'm just going to get rid of these little ones, because I've no burning desire to go and actually cut these down with that tree harvester. But I want them out of the way. So if we can get rid of all of these, then we've got an even bigger area that we'll be able to work on for building for plowing out our new field. Right. Oh, no, there's another one there. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, that's all of the small ones. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do quite nicely. So now we can start just hunting out these tree stumps. So if you play PvP in this world, if you kill someone else in PvP for, you know, on whatever big PvP thing that you're doing, then you gain all of their loot. So that's how you can earn money to do different things in game. So if you're doing non-PvP activities, then you're not going to be able to earn as much money. With greater risk comes greater reward, is the whole sort of concept of it. So each player can then play however they choose to. If you want to go onto the virtual reality world and just spend your time playing Candy Crush, you can go and do that. Alright, there is nothing stopping you from spending your days playing virtual reality Candy Crush, if that's what you want to do. Now me, I would probably try to strike a happy balance between farming, possibly a bit of similar to ETS2 or, you know, something like that. Maybe some construction games. I like to play those occasionally. And something like Skyrim. I love playing Skyrim. I've played Skyrim for many, many hundreds of hours. And also Witcher. I really do like Witcher as well. There's another one that I really love. So those kinds of games, I'd be playing those a lot. I wouldn't necessarily be playing on the high-risk ones, where if you die, you lose everything that your character has earned, because even though I really, really love playing those games, and I really do enjoy, like, tweaking up the difficulty settings and making it a really difficult challenge, I also spend a lot of time dead. I spend an awful lot of time, you know, occasionally, you know, come up against a boss or a particular situation, and it gets quite tricky, and I spend an awful lot of time hopping into the, you know, starting up, going and starting the fight, and then dying and looking at the loading screen while I'm reloading the save and having another go. I do this a lot. Right, I think that's everything that I've gotten from, I want from there. So we're going to go get this one now. And I'm going to drive this. See, I've got 2 stacks of timber right there that I brought over previously. We can now load it into the sawmill. See, this is a great thing about this massive capacity. We can just... Oops. Okay, don't do that. With this massive capacity that we've now got, we can just load everything up and then we can forget about it. I could also not be selling the wood chips from the sawmill here, and we could then use the wood chips for something else, except I haven't really got any mod to go and use the wood chips in. Well, not at the moment, but there are some. There are actually there are some mods available, and so we've got options for using wood chips to go and make all kinds of things. I think we can use wood chips to make paper and stuff like that. So maybe, ooh, you know what? I'm going to do that. The ones in here, like, we've only got 5,000 litres of wood chips being stored just in there, but this one, I'm going to change that, change output mode to storing. That one I'm going to leave storing. So 500,000 litres of wood chips that will build up. We get plenty of wood chips coming in from the other ones, so we get a little bit of income coming in there for just boosting our overall level of income, which is good. That's something that we want. But we're not... yeah, and we're also able to save up a few of those wood chips for some of the stuff in the future that we might want them for. So we can start loading up this lot here. And if I get all of these... I tell you what, I was actually thinking that I'd quite like to change this. I want to get that log that I'm pushing at the moment. Alright, see there, I went over a little bit too far. There we go. We'll knock them down onto the ground. If I change the loading side and then... Did I change it? Switch auto load to right. There. That'll load those 2 in. Now switch it back to the left. I'll bring you up here. If I stop there, change the pile over. There we go, and I can fill in that little gap up the front. It didn't work quite according to plan. They're falling off the side here. This is no good. Let's pick those up. Right, straps on, and I'm not going to be able to gather everything up here by the look of it. We're going to have to come back over and do it again. Which I didn't really want to do. I was hoping to be able to get everything here in one trip. No. They're not cooperating with the loading today. It's not cooperating at all. Although, if I put the strap on there, it's because I'm on a slight slope. Let's load that one right up like that, shall we? And then strap off and on, and then I can get a bit more there, but I've still got another couple of trees over that way. I'm just not going to be able to load them all. I can't physically get them all into the truck. And there's a few more trees that I want to remove here for making this field the size that I'd like the field to be. Although that's not super important at the moment. What do you think? Anyway, do you think that being able to play this in a Ready Player One style so that we're full VR, I mean, it would be that I guess you wouldn't be able to drive it like this. You'd have to drive it from in cab, that sort of thing. Would you like to do that? Would you like to be able to earn some money doing that? I mean, I kind of earn money by doing this anyway, via YouTube. But that's the way that they are suggesting would be entirely different. You earn money in-game, and that directly turns into real-world money. You can... so if you... if you're doing like competitions and so on, and you're risking your character, then you can earn some good money doing that, but at the same time your character is at risk. So if your character dies, you go all the way back to the beginning, back to level 1, and you have to level up all over again, which is kind of disheartening. You don't necessarily want to have to go and do that. That is the sort of thing that breaks your heart, really, but it's still possible to go and do it. If that's the way that the game works out. Like, there's going to be plenty of other people who are also going to be doing that as well. So, yeah, I think it could be really, really cool. I really like the idea of this. I've thought about this quite a lot. It's something I have, since the first day that I seen that film, it's something I've just thought this would be so cool if this was actually a thing. Probably never will be, at least not on that kind of scale, but, well, actually saying that, the amount of things that have changed in recent years with gaming and VR and the advances that have been made with VR systems and so on, maybe we could end up doing that. So you could just put on your headset and you could be doing this in-game, and it would seem a whole lot more realistic than this. And this is what you do. You drive around doing this. Now, I'm not quite sure how you'd be able to do this job and turn that into real-world money. Something like, ETS2. Something like ETS2, the ETS Online version. I reckon you probably could there. I reckon that there'd be ways to earn real money there, because there's so many people that play that game. So there'd be people that would want you to go and make deliveries for them. That would genuinely be a thing. It'd be like people contacting you to go and make deliveries for them because, well, that's what they want. While they're offline, they want you to take their truck from Sardinia to Norway. And so that's what you go and do. And you do like an overnight delivery thing for them. I mean, how cool would that be? Getting paid to do that. And then there's ways that you can then transform your earnings from in-game into real-world cash. So you can be paying your rent by driving trucks in ETS Online. How awesome would that be? I mean, yeah, I can see there'd be a lot of problems as well. And some of those problems that you can probably think about do actually manifest themselves in the film, and that's part of what the film is about, is talking about some of the potential issues that could come about from such a system. However, it's still really, really cool, and I still really love the idea of it. Now, I've only got 23,000. I want to be able to plow up this new bit of field that we've got here. I'm gonna... You know what? Let's load up these logs while we're here, and then they're out of the way, and that job's done. So I'll bring this one here. I don't really like loading sideways on a hill, because it makes it do weird things, like that, for a start. I don't want it to do weird things. Right, let's turn it off a second, and then strap that bit down. And now if I can bring the truck round like that, it's more up and down the hill. Should load it a bit better. There. So those logs, are there any more down that way? I don't see any. Alright, that's pretty much all of the logs that we've got. There's a stack just here. And then there's a few more left down the bottom over the other side. So if I bring this one up here like this, I just change sides so that I can load them like that. Straps on and off and on. Move on again. And we've got plenty of room in our sawmill now. So I can just dump this lot straight in. And yeah, there's 2 loads left at the sawmill, and those I'm not going to do right now. I will do them. I will end up doing them, but I'm just not going to do them right now. So let's swap sides there, and then we can load these logs up here onto this bit. Let's inch forward a bit. There we go. Right, we've got 2 more there. Stop load. Has it really stopped loading already? She wouldn't do that. Well, I suppose... I'd say I wish it wouldn't do that. It's actually quite helpful that it does do that, because it automatically changes between the different stacks that you've got on your trailer and things like that when it senses it's full, and it stops so that you're not sort of overloading your trailer. So yeah, it's fine with it doing that. It's just me being in the wrong position for loading the logs. One thing I really love about this though is you can sort of use this in conjunction with playing half realistically as well. So you have a vehicle that puts the logs into one place, and then let me just see what side I'm on. Switch it to the left. There we go. You have a vehicle, you know, like a front loader or something, and you go and put a whole load of logs into a stack on level ground, and then you can come up with this one, and you can use this one to auto load the logs while you're on level ground, load up a massive great big load, and then off you go. So you can sort of do it half with the auto load and half with playing in a realistic way as well. And there's something that I actually really like doing. I do that quite a bit with this game anyway. So we've now got 400,000 litres of timber in here. I'll shut you down finally. Which is a fair bit. That is a fair bit of timber. We will want more than that. We will want to get some more later on, but I'm not going to just for a minute. And I'm also going to want to do a bit more with... Actually, I want to go here because I want to go landscaping. Let's go in here. So our field at the moment is sort of going up there. Now, what I'd actually like to do is I'm going to plow up there, and then I'm going to go along that bit. I want to remove... You know what? Right now, I don't actually want to remove very much. I do want to remove just a couple of trees here. And these, I'm going to do them with the chainsaw. I'm just going to get rid of them quickly. Move them out of the way with the chainsaw. We'll move this one over and park it in the trees over here so it's out of the way. This one, though, I'm going to take that tree there out of the way. This is so that I don't have to cut it down with the machine, with the tree harvester, and then spend ages driving all the way back over here and doing more stuff with that. We can just get rid of these quickly, and then we can carry on. And is this one right here as well? That's it. Right. Let's go back and have a look at this again. So now I've got, we come up, and then we can sort of come in around that corner, and then we come down there. So I can sort of extend that field in a line up there. We do a bit of a curve around up on there, and come back down on that side. That's going to be fine. That's absolutely perfect. So we have a decent field on there. We will make it a little bit bigger, probably up there. Maybe we'll extend that field over here a bit. I'm not quite sure yet. We're heading towards where some of the industrial ground might be. But this bit here I'd like to be field. Maybe we'll have the shops on this side. We can put shops over here, and then we can have some houses coming up this way and extending, and then houses can also go up this way, moving away from where the actual shops are. I think that'll work. We can do that. And we can do the field here. And then the industrial bit can head over this way. We can have industrial going out that side. Which means that down here, this is where we will start having our animals. So it's field 13 down there. It's too low. Animals. Well, they're in here. I thought that I didn't have as many trees. I think some extra trees have been added in here. I'm sure we've had extra trees added into this bit right here around the yard, but I mean that's no problem. I'll probably cut those out with the chainsaw. So the next job is going to be getting the ploughing done. However, yep, there we go. I don't actually want to do ploughing just yet. I want to go to sleep. So shut you off. So I was thinking that it'd be nice to get the ploughing done before the end of the day, but it's not really going to matter. The grass will grow a little bit, but we'll go and plough up the new area, and then we can plant that, and then once that's been planted, the grass will have grown on there before next May anyway. So we're not going to encounter any issues with it. We will start to find out if we're going to still have issues with flickering soon. I did fast forward it a bit with the map update, and it doesn't look like flickering is still an issue here. But we can wait and see on that one and find out. And I also just want to quickly check in here. So the grass, we've got 139,000 in there. This one, all of these are full. And then the sawmill itself, we're now built up 2,000 litres of planks in there. So we have got them all full, but we got 6 of these in here. I'm quite happy with running 6 of these. I think I said that we can have more than that. 6. I got 5. I think I said that we can have more than that, but I won't worry about it for a minute. We'll stick with the number that we've got. Now, there is some cultivators that you can use as plows. Because there was a mod that added some in. There. So you can add those, you can use those as plows if you want to, so it does it a lot wider. And then we've got all kinds of plow mods that are added in. I got loads and loads of different ones here. Some Salford ones there. Got the Gregoire Besson there, edited by Stevie. Look at that thing. That's huge. It's a monster. So what's the difference? 10.5 meters wide, 20k. Oh, I see. He's given it his normal edit. So he's got color options and stuff on there with standard speed. And then this one he's given faster speed as well. But I don't want to be pulling one of those tractors, one of those right now. This one here is a very weird looking plow. I like the way that it sort of lifts up and is held up in the air. It's all on these rams and everything. That looks quite cool, but it is sort of quite small. I don't really want to do that. No, the one that I wanted to look at was this Banderanti one. This was added by Giants. 6 meters right here. So it's sort of like a free DLC bit, this Banderanti. Is it Banderanti? Banderanta? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to increase the speed on this one. I'll go up to 20k. We'll run out of 20k. So it'll cost me 50 grand to buy it. And I've only got 23,000 right there. So we're going to have to lease this bad boy. Like that. Because I can't afford to go and buy it. But that's fine. We've only got one little bit of ploughing to do at the moment, and then we'll be going back to doing other things. But I really wanted to see this one in action. I've also... I do have the Kubota DLC that I have been given by Giants, which I didn't want to be looking at in this series. I'm going to look at that in the other series, just because I thought it would be better. Wait. Can this not fold up? Allow create fields. This doesn't have a folding option. This could present a problem in that I will never be able to get it out of this yard. Unless that gateway over there isn't wider, and neither is the one down there. Okay. We need to go in here, and we need to go demolish. Okay, I don't want to demolish. I can sell that shed. That's it. Oh, yeah, that's our stuff that we placed down. I can't sell any of the... I can sell this shed right here. This is our storage shed. But I can't go and sell or remove any of this fence. It won't let me do it. It's not an option. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to very carefully build ourselves an exit. Now, I don't want to do that on the main one. We're going to do that over here, where it's a little bit more out of the way. At least this is what I'm hoping I'll be able to do. Apparently I can't do that there, and I'm assuming that's because that's the path for the people. It's not letting me raise or lower. So I'm going to bring it over here, and I guess we'll try and stick it into this corner if we can. Yes, okay, so I can do it there. Alright, that's good. I can do it right here. So I want to raise that up to there, and then if I take the level bit, I can now create a new level area up here at this height. Takes a minute to bring the height up to where I want it. Right, so I've got the height set right there. So now I can make that stronger. That's L and K. So you make it goes bright like that. And then, oh, there we go. Now it's going a lot faster. So the idea is I'm just going to bring that out over here, all the way out onto this corner, just like that, and make that a little bit bigger. Right, I'll bring it back over this way. I don't want to go into our field too much. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.